Everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one I'm going to be doing a roster tour of my roster. My plans for the short future, long future, different stuff like that. Had some people request that I do this video, so I thought today would be a good day to do it. So let's jump in here, kind of take a look at my roster. I'll cover what I have planned for it. Ignore Stone Cold Austin there. He will not be on my roster for much longer. Just wrapped up that video, so he will be being removed and go back to being 3-star gold for me. So, which is sad. I will miss him. He was fun. Let's start off with the ladies. My women's roster is too low, so immediate thing that I'm going to do this next talent event, Bailey will go to 5-star bronze for me. She's ready to go right now. When talent up hits, Bailey will be my first 5-star bronze female. A lot of people went the Carmella route. I initially was going to, but after thinking about it, I've decided to go Lana. I like how she fits into my roster a little bit better, in the sense for Showdown, she gets started turn 1, doesn't need a match, and she's going. So that's why I'm gonna take Lana to 5-star over Mela for Showdown and Showdown defense. She's very annoying to face. I also have the possibility of putting a anti-stun strap on either of them, or potentially on a male trickster. I've not decided where that's going to land yet. So Acrobat immediately is going to be Bailey. Lana, I'm working up to 5-star, and looking at the other classes, Becky is very fast track for me. She will actually be my next tech going 5-star. I have Sako at 5 stars, you'll see when I look at the men, but Becky is the next one. So she should be ready for 4-star bronze by talent up, and then I'll take her up 1 each talent up. Maybe I might fast track it a little bit more. I do have her gear. If I didn't have her gear, it would be a tough call between her and Rhea Ripley. I also like Rhea in the ring a lot, so as much as I want to, I'm not going to mark out in this case since I do have Becky's gear. If I didn't have Becky's gear, I'd definitely do Rhea. So Becky is pretty fast tracked at this point because I have the tokens to take her to 5-star, so I'll definitely be going pretty quick and hard leveling her up. Asuka has been really fun to play with. I tested her, I enjoyed her a lot in testing. One thing I did not do in testing was get a strap on her and try out the Sid plate, which I since have. Really like her, especially with the Sid plate, so I'll be working her up too. And those are the 4 I'm kind of working on quickly. Paige really is quite good. Zombie Paige, she'll eventually go up. I'm just, for some reason, while she's very good, the playstyle doesn't excite me. I don't love it. So she mostly does what I need her to at 4-star bronze anyway. It takes a little bit longer, but when I need to lock someone down, I have that option. She's almost ready for 4-star silver. I will probably get her to 4-star gold in the next couple of months. Zombie Asuka is going to be a little bit longer to max, a little bit longer plan, but I'm also working on her with the ladies. China, I'm slowly working up because she's pretty rare. And then Nikki is required all the time, so I'd like to get her to 4-star bronze. So that's kind of my immediate plan and somewhat long-term plan. Beth is also needs to get to 9K, which she's very close to for her trainer, and she's a lot of fun to use too. So that's kind of the short term into the long term with my female roster. That, of course, is always subject to change as I'm missing some of them here. If I got Sasha, for example, she would skyrocket to towards the top of getting someone ready to go, 200 shards short. Kyrie would go up right away to 9K for her training ability. She's also quite good too. I'm really not in danger of getting any of the rest of them anytime soon, probably. No plans right now to work Trish up. If she's required for an event, I will. So that's what I'm planning on with my female roster. Talent Up Bailey's going, Becky's close, and Lana are all very, very fast track, those three. Asuka, Zombie, a little bit slower, but definitely working on her. Same thing with China and Beth and Nikki. So that's my plans for my female roster and how I'm looking about going into it. When I look at my men's roster, there's a lot more options. I mean, a ton. Obviously, I own 197 men superstars and only 26 women. So there's a lot more options. Probably a lot more planning that goes into it for me. Trying to cover eras and that sort of thing, where with women we don't really have to worry about era coverage at this time. So I try to do that a little bit more. Like a lot of people, I'm sure, I'm fairly attitude heavy and modern heavy. It seems like those are the two they throw out there a lot. So my legend could probably use a little bit more work, although I do have Mr. T and Bruno up there at 4-star gold. But then it's mostly dominated by attitude and modern guys, which is probably the case for a lot of you. Excuse me, sorry. As far as what I'm going to do here, Sako's at 5-star. He's currently my favorite guy in the game. Love him. Really enjoy playing with him. No regrets. Dango's been awesome at all levels for me. Very useful at 5-star. Still really like him. I also have Big E and Earthquake ready to go 5-star. I will not do both of them because that's overkill, and I'm not going to need that many points to max the talent up. So the 2 5-stars I'm going to do are going to be Big E and Bailey, with Quake in my back pocket ready to go for the next month. I think Bailey will be first. I'm pretty sure I will do Big E this time, because when I sort by my upgrades, who's ready to go? Get here. So what I do kind of depends on how this month ends up for me a little bit. You see, Zombie Scene is ready to go. King of Kings is ready to go. Zombie Kane's ready to go. Those are guys that I really want to take up and level and in a hurry. So those are definitely immediate plan guys for me, and I don't think I have enough to not be able to do a 5-star this time. So let's say if I'm very close to Zombie Roman, if I can somehow pull him out at the end of the month, I will just take King of Kings up for the tours, for my VIP tours, and he gets much better at 4-star gold. If I don't get Zombie Roman at the end of this month, Zombie Kane will go to 4-star gold for me. So that's kind of how I'm playing those two. As far as Cena, I'll have to do a token count and see where I'm at on tokens, because after Big E, Lana's going to be my next 5-star. She's very good, so how quickly I work on Cena will depend on that. That kind of is the guys that are ready to go immediately. Actually, class might not be too bad of a way of sorting this. So when I'm looking at each classes, I'm looking at a lot of stuff. I'm trying to figure out era coverage, trainers I want, things like that. Who's really good? Who's turn 1 in feud? Do I need them in showdown? Things of that nature. So for Striker, Striker is probably the hardest class for me to decide what to do. Now that Zombie Triple H is there, he's going to get the focus, no question. He's going to go up really, really quickly. Probably will get very close to maxing him out during next month, if not maxing him out. That's kind of my goal for next month, is get Zombie Triple H ready for 5-star. Then I would have him in Quake ready, and that would be enough to max a talent up. So I'm probably going to dump all of next month's resources into Zombie Triple H and get him ready to go. After him, my Striker gets very complicated. I have tons of guys I want to work on and tons of guys I like. Most likely, I have an anti-bleed NWO strap that I think I really want to use on Ted. The other option would be NWO Big Show at Showboat. So I have to make a choice and decide and use it on one of those two, and then level one of those two fairly quickly. So I have NWO Ted is very, very good. He's at 4-star silver. Needs a lot of coins still. But then I also have HBK, who's amazing at 5-star. He needs a lot of coins still, decent amount of TP. So I have to pick between one of those two, which also causes dilemma with my Showboat, which we'll get to when we get to my Showboats. Other guys that have to go up, Seth here is going to go 4-star bronze on talent up. I forgot to talk about him because his coin is ready to go, but I haven't maxed his moves, waiting for talent up since I have shards. So I'm going to max his moves during talent up and take him to 4-star bronze for the better bleed. So he's a trainer that's going up to 9k. Dude loves already 9k. Really, really strong 9k trainer. Vince, I would like to get up there too. He's got a long way to go. Plenty of shards, but a lot of levels. So I need to slowly start putting coin into Vince, as he's a very good trainer. Not just for Godfather, but for other guys as well. Dude Love is going to be probably a guilty pleasure for me one of these days as a mark. I have a boss plate that I could put on him, and I really want to do that. So I have these three really good guys after Zombie Triple H, and I have to make a choice on which to do when, which I still don't for sure know what I'm going to do there. But as far as the trainers go, I'm gonna work on Seth here to 9k. I have Mr. T covering Legend Era, Breeze covering Modern and NXT, Hitman covering Attitude, Zombie Cena Modern, then lots of Attitude guys. So pretty well represented for era wise, so I can kind of mostly do whatever. Booker T at Hall of Fame, no plans to take him immediately. I don't love him as much as a lot of other people. That kind of covers strikers. I don't really think I need to take any of the rest of them up. I think that's about it for what I'm going to do striker-wise, short-term, long-term. It's mainly trying to decide. Volkov, no plans, not really interested. So we get to Acro, and Acro is probably my worst class, probably my least favorite class too. Match of the Universe Triple H is going to be my first 5-star. I don't have the tokens because I'm taking Bailey, so he'll have to wait. He's all of his moves are done, but he still needs a lot of coin. So probably a couple 3 months away before I can take him 5-star. It also depends on how the token thing goes. With dumping so much coin into Zombie Triple H, it's going to slow him down a little bit. After that, I got a feeling I'm probably going to go Eddie, just because Eddie. As far as the trainer goes, I need to get Jimmy to 9k still. Jeff's already there. Maybe I could see myself wanting to level up Balor potentially as a trainer, but not too much that I plan on doing in Acro, not too much that needs to happen. So mainly it's going to be Masters of the Universe Triple H, and then probably Eddie, maybe Stinger, and then 9k Jimmy. That's probably my immediate goals for Acrobat. Technician, of course I have Sako at 5-star, so that pretty much has me set. Wolfpack Sting is very interesting to me, but I'm doing Becky as my next tech, so he'll be a little bit slower to go, but Wolfpack Sting would be... let's see, as far as trainers go, DDP would also be interesting, actually. He gets a fairly interesting at 5-star. Stun last 2 turns, and his moves get better. So DDP is kind of interesting, maybe a long-term project there. I might at some point kind of mark out and work on Mr. Perfect, because I like him a lot. Ciampa also is one of my favorites, so he'd probably be kind of close to go. As far as eras go, Attitude's represented well. Modern NXT with Ciampa. Got Bruno there for Legend. So again, pretty well covered. If I need new gen, I got Doink and Mr. Perfect. So eras again pretty well covered there. I didn't talk about it with Acrobat, but Era again fairly well covered. So, and then the trainers mainly they're all pretty much where they need to be. Cesaro could go up a little bit, but yeah, technician. That's what I'm thinking. Trickster, Big E for sure. He's gonna be my first 5-star male Trickster. Cena probably will be third after second male, but third after Lana to 5-star. And then after that, most likely it's Cactus Jack. As far as trainers go, Farouk and Elias are already 9K. Don't need to worry about them. Really like Trickster Daniel Bryan, but probably not in the cards to level him anytime soon. Let's see if there's anyone else in here. They're mostly all where they need to be again too. No one I see really needing to get to 9K here that isn't already. As far as era coverage, I got Modern, Attitude Era, New Gen. So it's pretty well... Ruthless Aggression, I'm sorry. It's pretty well covered. Cactus is Attitude, Rock is Attitude, Farouk's Attitude. Pretty well covered again. So, yeah, I don't think anything shocking there. Powerhouse is another one that's kind of hard to decide on what I want to do when, because there's so many good guys. Earthquake will be my first 5-star. Kane has gear, so that makes him really good. Goldberg has gear, and Big John is 9K. Akam's 9K, so it makes Goldberg pretty beastie. I have Drew here just waiting as well. I have most of the good powerhouses except for Hogan, pretty much. Walter will most likely be my next powerhouse after Quake. It's most likely going to be Walter. He's a lot of fun. He'll be modern era for me, NXT. New Gen's covered with Quake. Attitude's very well represented for me. Modern as well with Drew here, Zombie Rock, Walter. Phenom is someone that I kind of want to work up to. So he's probably long-term in the plans, as well as I need to 9K Batista. So Batista is also in those plans. I like him as for a 9K trainer. So he's in the long-term plans as well. But yeah, I think Quake and Walter. Showboat actually is really interesting because a lot of people don't like the Showboat class, and sometimes I feel like I'm in that group, but then there's a lot of really good ones and I have a ton of options. So Dango's 5-star already, that covers modern for me. Typhoon is New Gen. Mankind, yes, Mankind, he's Attitude Era. My Kane has Boss Plate and he wrecks everyone at 4-star silver, so I don't really need to go higher. That'll depend on Zombie Roman or not. If I don't get Zombie Roman, he's going to 5-star. Next, if I do get Zombie Roman, then he's just going to chill out. King of Kings, like I said, going to 4-star gold. When it comes to trainers, I still need to get Masters of the Universe Warrior to 9K. I also like him as a long-term project too, to move up as a Showboat. I think he's very good, very underrated. Godfather, kind of got long-term plans for him, but NWO Big Show would probably be the next. Now, if I decide to go anti-bleed on him over NWO Ted, then resources will get funneled his way quicker. But a lot of good Showboats, a lot of guys that I'd like to level up. So if I had Junkyard Dog gear, he would go up very, very quickly. No plans to move Slick Rick any higher. I don't care for the way he plays. Rikishi's already 9K. Piper's always interesting, but much more long term. Dusty's really fun to play with too. So mostly at Showboat, it's either going to be Zombie Kane or Zombie Roman. And then after that, King of Kings is going to go to 4-star gold, talent up for sure. But after that, I'm thinking Ultimate Warrior or NWO Show or both. Before Godfather, because Godfather also requires Vince, and that's a lot of coin that I'm not sure I want to do right now with the other stuff I have going on. And as far as era coverage, you got modern, Lots of modern. I'm good. So trainer, I don't think there is anyone else that needed 9K at Showboat. No, not really. So that's kind of where I'm going with my roster. Class and eras are pretty well represented. Playstyle, it definitely plays a part, which I didn't really talk about. I like having a mix of defensive, aggressive kind of guys, control guys. And then I also like having really good my trainers. I try to pick one or two trainers to work on at a time, and kind of level them up to continue getting my trainers stronger. But yeah, that's kind of my plans for my roster short term. I really like a lot of the new zombies, so if I do get Zombie Roman, he's going to be very, very high, along with Zombie Triple H, who I already have. So that's really what I'm planning on doing short term. I'd be very interested to know what you guys think, your comments, all that kind of stuff. If you think any of the moves are crazy, feel free to mention it. If you're wondering why I'm doing something, feel free to ask that question. So I'll probably try and do one of these a month, like just kind of update, because I'm sure I'll change what I'm doing. Also have some plans for the start of the next month event, tracking how I'm doing on the monthly, and kind of, I guess, opening up the curtain on how I go after chase guys, and really trying to show everyone how I approach it, where I'm getting my shards, all that kind of stuff, to give everyone a really good idea. And I'm probably going to try to do one of those a week, and update the month long as it goes along that way. So appreciate you guys watching and liking and sharing and all that good stuff. Hopefully you found something interesting in this. So thanks for watching, guys. Good luck out there.